and all of a sudden I just hear these 4 shots, and everybody's screaming drop, and you can see the blood.
Look what happened.
To be an assassination attempt, they say it is still an active crime scene.
On a Saturday evening, something urgent happened in Pennsylvania. Former President Donald Trump was quickly taken off stage during a campaign rally after sounds that seemed like gunfire were heard in the crowd. The FBI is treating the area as a crime scene, and many people are still there, possibly to help law enforcement figure out what happened. My colleague Brett Bayer was on the phone to talk about this scary development, but we've lost connection with him, so we'll try to get him back. Meanwhile, let's hear from Karl Rove. Karl is also here and facing the same questions about this shocking event. When high-profile figures like a former president hold a public rally, especially during a heated campaign, we hope nothing like this happens. But there always needs to be a plan. The investigation is now a big focus, with thousands of people at the rally who might have seen something. Law enforcement has to carefully examine the scene and get statements from witnesses. They are also looking for any video evidence to understand what happened. But this isn't the worst part. Law enforcement is well prepared for such situations, but now has the tough job of figuring out if this was done by just one person or if there were others involved. We remember the confusion after President John F. Kennedy was assassinated, which initially seemed like more than one person was involved. Today, the focus is on keeping the crime scene intact and gathering all possible information about the person or people responsible. It's crucial to know if anyone has been caught and if there are multiple suspects. Presidential candidates like Trump usually wear bulletproof vests and are closely watched by the Secret Service, who acted fast to keep Trump safe during this incident. We are waiting for more updates from the Secret Service and the White House. The White House has said that President Biden has been informed about the incident, but they are not calling it a shooting right now. They are being careful in referring to it as an incident. The news broke that the president was safe, surprising everyone during this intense election season. Shannon, I was on my way to the airport for Milwaukee to cover the Republican convention starting tomorrow night. This unexpected event has shaken things up, so I've been contacting various campaign officials for their reactions. It looks like the incident was minor, maybe just a small cut on the ear. You've probably seen the photos showing a bit of blood on his face. But sources say the former president is fine. The Secret Service acted fast, surrounding him within seconds, similar to past presidential security breaches, like the one with President Ronald Reagan. The White House released a statement, and an investigation is ongoing with updates coming in regularly. The best news was that the former president was okay, especially after seeing the event unfold. The Secret Service was ready, urging him to move quickly as he put on his shoes and reassured the crowd, showing he was fine even as agents formed a protective circle around him. But this wasn't the worst part. As the situation developed, it reminded us of the division in the country. Just before the Republican convention in Milwaukee, everyone is nervous. How will this affect the upcoming events? This incident adds to the tension in our already fragile political scene, especially with the Democratic Party facing its own issues. The president has said he plans to run again, amidst much debate about his decision. Though this incident seems minor, it's a big moment in an already chaotic political landscape. We're still figuring out the details and what caused the disturbance at the rally. With the Republican convention coming up, security will definitely be tighter. Another update just came in from Brooke Singman. The Trump campaign released a statement thanking law enforcement and first responders for their quick action against this awful act. The president is doing well and is being checked out at a local medical center with more details to come. This confirmation of his well-being suggests he's likely more determined than ever to get back on the campaign trail. In his gesture of raising his fist after the incident, it was a clear message, showing his strength and readiness to keep going. This incident, while scary, highlights the intensity and unpredictability of our current political climate, showing there's still much to uncover about what's driving these events. At the rally, the scene unfolded swiftly. Arriving around noon, one individual briefly encountered the president mere minutes before his stage appearance, where he seemed in good spirits, planning a post-event interview. Positioned in the buffer zone adjacent to the president's podium, a disturbance was suddenly heard from the left. It was followed by the president collapsing. His quick remark, "Let me get my shoes," was heard as he rose, fist raised. The immediate response from the Secret Service and law enforcement was rapid, enveloping him for protection amid uncertainty about the shooter's location. He was promptly escorted off stage and into his motorcade. From another perspective near the stage, visibility of a puff of smoke was reported, prompting inquiries about its origin and the direction of the sound. Honestly, it was hard to see anything because the sun was in my eyes. I could tell the direction the sound came from, but I couldn't see the person. Then the advanced man threw himself over me to make sure I was safe. But I recognized the sound right away. It was definitely a gun, not fireworks or anything else. Being there, hearing it firsthand, there's no doubt in my mind it was a firearm. That's good to hear, especially with the ongoing investigation. Selena, we're glad you're safe. Please stay with us. We'll check back in soon. Let's turn to Brit Hume as we learn more. Brit, we've received statements from the Secret Service and the Trump campaign confirming the former president is safe. That's the best news we could have hoped for, though the situation was incredibly tense. Will this assassination attempt be the perfect timing for Trump's triumph? Leave your thoughts, smash that like button, and subscribe for more.